Buck and pals and all their fascinating friends and mysterious enemies in the super scientific century.
I'll say good day to you this day of your time. How are you all? All right, thank you. First and foremost, we thank each and every one of you individually, and again, all of you together collectively for the co-creation of this interaction and the allowance of this transmission this day of your time. You have been exploring the idea of consciousness, so let us take the idea a little bit further. What exactly is consciousness? Well, it is self-awareness, self-reflection. In order for you to know that you are you, you have to have something else to compare it to. Without a concept of an other, you would not have a concept of self. Therefore, consciousness is literally self-reflection, self-awareness, the ability to know the self by knowing what is not the self. The idea is, as we have described from time to time, that existence is one unbroken thing. There is an aspect or a form or a version of existence that we call the one, for convenience, that does not know itself. It is completely homogeneous in the sense that there is nothing else but it. Therefore, there is absolutely no reference point for it. Therefore, it has no sense of self, no experience, no self-awareness whatsoever. But there is also the version of existence that does know itself. And that is what we term, for convenience, all that is.
You're gonna die laughing. He's Jason Wrestler. Pistol full of punchlines, and the truth will hit you like a bullet.
My son just lost a tooth just the other day. And, well, you know, spanking just wasn't working. And, yeah, he's 15 now, you know. And I'm not going to spank a 15-year-old boy. You know, that's not going to happen. That's not my deal. I'm not into spanking 15-year-old boys. I'm not even Catholic. Definitely not into spanking 15-year-old boys. Because they get a little cocky. I'm not saying they don't need it. I'm not saying they don't need it. They get a little cocky, don't they? They get a little height coming up under him, little Adam apple, little fuzz on his chin. He squares his shoulders off when he talks to me nowadays. You know what he said? He goes, "I'm taller than Mom now." So? I can slap her around too if I really, really want it. Taller than Mom now, he ain't intimidate me with that one. He's all, Dad, it's a permanent tooth. I'm like, you want to bet? Not if you don't keep your left up, it ain't gonna be no permanent tooth. Don't underestimate your old man. That's what your uncle did. Now, where's he living? Tulsa, Oklahoma, where teeth aren't very popular. Okay, folks, nobody was injured or abused in the writing of this comedy material? Okay, I know how it is these days. A lot of people don't like mean comedy. I see the shit online. Oh, comedians are going too far. I need a safe place to hear these jokes. That joke hurt my feelings. You know what? We used to have a really awesome saying in this country that went, fuck them if they can't take a joke. That's how it went. Because here's the reality of the situation. For anybody out there being a little uptight about that last joke, you don't know how this shit works. Let me just walk you through this. Look, I did not at any time hit my kid and think, oh, that's a good one. Give the notebook. We gotta write that shit down, honey. Did you see the way his molar flew across the room and skid right under the coat closet like that? They're gonna love this in Sacramento. Nobody has teeth in Rio Linda. No, I didn't hit my kid and write a joke. I have this outlet so it doesn't need to get to that point, you see? Because this is what comedians do. We bring the community together and then we laugh about our frustrations, our differences, our likenesses, and then that's how we laugh and we have that release. Everybody's talking about all the senseless gun violence and terrorism, and what do? I got an idea. How about we start filling in empty chairs at fucking comedy clubs? That's a good idea. Maybe we'll try doing it that way instead of getting offended and everything. Because at no time did I hit my kid and write a joke. I wrote a joke so I don't have to go home and hit my fucking kid. You see how this works? So if you're at a comedy show and you see the comic doing jokes about hitting their kid, don't repress that shit. You better laugh. Because if the comic bombs, then he's going to go home. Guess what? Maybe hit the kid. Then that kid's blood is on your fucking hands because you don't know when to laugh. Because the reality, I would never hit my kid. And I'm not just saying that because there's a bunch of cops in the room. I would never hit my kid because I got that high deductible, high copay kind of Kaiser. So even though my son desperately needs to get his ass kicked once in a while, honestly, I really can't afford it at the moment. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not just going to slap him off on society. Here you go, America. Here's another little bastard, don't know how to act because he was never punished. No, that's not the situation. I'm saving up to beat the shit out of him. Okay, I want to get a flat TV screen like everybody else has these days, an outboard motor for my fishing boat, maybe save up enough to register Republican this time, and then the next thing, I'm not going to vote that way, I just want to mess with their numbers. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm kicking my son's ass, even if he didn't do anything. Because there's been shit he's done in the past, I ain't have the money to properly take care of it, you see. It's like he's got an ass kicking on one of them prepaid gift cards you forgot about in the back of the silverware drawer back there by the long lighter. You know where it is, yeah. Hey, look, everybody's going to Macaroni Grill, and afterwards Nathan is getting his fucking ass kicked for some shit he did when he was 7. That's right. No dessert for Nathan.
You're gonna die laughing.
brought to you today by Foster's Freeze. It's not ice cream, it's fucking freeze. Enjoy. 2 fish sandwiches for $6.99. Sounds like a great deal. From Foster's Freeze. 2 fish sandwiches. It's not fish, it's freeze.
Buck Stallion is back on the air.
When I was growing up, I would look around, at people's faces, see how they were acting, because I was always told, that how I was acting, it was at the wrong time, or it was the wrong place. And I was always like looking at what other people were doing. And I don't know when it was probably like around 10 or 11 years old when I decided, dude, all these fucking people are just miserable. Like, all these people that are acting a certain way, they don't have any fucking joy in their life. They don't have, like, they're trying to conform to, like, what? Some fucking imagined construct of how we need to fucking abide by each other in public or some shit. And I'm just, and it's like, as I get older, I realize more and more that that's the fucking real deal. Like, that's the real problem. Is it's not really like we need to act a certain way in public or whatever. I mean, there's fucking certain things that are embarrassing, for sure. But I'm just saying, like, you should fucking do what makes you happy. And if laughing or making a joke in public is fucking what you like to do, then you fucking do it. Fuck it. You know what I mean? Like, dude, I've been me my whole life, and I'm just fucking, I'm finally, like, at 27 years old, I'm finally grasping the idea, because I'm 27 years old right now, that, that fucking, I don't need to fucking worry about, I mean, dude, it's not like I'm fucking jerking off in public. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm fucking murdering somebody in public, or at all. I'm not even murdering anybody. I'm not murdering anybody. So, like, what the fuck is it that makes people feel like you shouldn't do that here? You know what I mean? It's kind of like, for instance, they have no dancing at the Lincoln Memorial. And I think that when they fucking originally put that law into effect, they probably just didn't want people dancing at a solemn, it was supposed to be a solemn memorial, I'm guessing, or it's a serious monument. Well, then I won't even go to that fucking monument if I can't dance. If I feel like fucking joy is overcoming me and I want to fucking dance. And that's, I don't know, like, I think that's really what people should do, but that's just my opinion, is, maybe just, fucking, I don't know. See, there I go counter-culturing myself. Because basically, I mean, dude, that's part of why I fucking just don't even go out in public that often. Because I'm so sick of fucking people. People and their fucking judgmental minds and their fucking pea-brain mentality. Fucking, I mean, dude, like, for instance, okay, I just passed this guy's house, okay? Guy's got a jet ski, one jet ski. He's got some fucking white fucking crystalline rock for his front yard instead of grass. And he's got, like, an SUV. Okay, so, like, maybe that guy has kids. I'm going to fucking guess that he doesn't. And if he does have kids, they're grown. And I'm also going to guess that he's fucking divorced because he's only got one jet ski. And like the other day, I was pondering, man, I'd like to go motorcycle riding, but now I got to buy a motorcycle. And now I got to buy a motorcycle for everybody that hangs out with me. You know what I mean? It's like one of those fucking things. You can't just buy a toy to go play on by yourself. And fucking, and have friends. You can't have friends and have things that are solo mission. So, that's what I was getting at with the countering myself was, You know, it's like, on one hand, I'm like saying, fuck the world, go out and do whatever you want, but then at the same time, I'm like, but you know what? Fuck their fucking scrutiny. You know what I mean? Just stay home. Don't even fucking don't even let it seep into your fucking mentality or your fucking, you know, your happiness. Don't let it even be a part of whether or not you have to shake it off. You know what I mean? Or brush your shoulders off. Go on, brush your shoulders off. Ladies, it's pimps too. Go on, brush your shoulders off. Well, they're doing motorcycle training in the rain. That's cool. I guess you gotta learn. Motorcycling. I mean, rain doesn't stop just because it's motorcycle day. Am I right? So, yeah. So, I guess I was just, you know, it was just something that popped into my head because I just had, like, a really good time at the fucking dollar store. I mean, granted, the employee was kind of sexually harassing the customer. He kept calling her a foxy lady and kept telling her that he would massage her, and, you know, it got pretty creepy. But, dude, that's not my job. My job isn't to fucking tell that guy, bro, you're sexually harassing a customer right now. You know what I mean? Especially if the customer's laughing and the other employee is laughing. Like, maybe they've got some inside joke that I don't even know about. So I just fucking laughed along with it, but he kept saying that he was going to rub her feet for her. And so I whipped my feet up onto the counter, and I was like, dude, you're giving foot rubs. And then all of a sudden it became, you know, oh, I'm only rubbing women's feet. I'm only going to rub the ladies' feet. And it's got to be a foxy lady, like that one in front of you. And I was like, okay, well, I'm going to go cut my dick off so I can get my foot rubbed. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to cut my dick off for that. I probably will never cut my dick off. I mean, if we're talking about it, I'm probably going to keep the dick on me and attached the way it was originally attached. That's just me.
Waylon and Willie 2. They say home is where the heart is. Mama made it out of that snake pit, now snake skin on these boot tips. I see loose lips, sink the last ship, so I set sail on a new trip. Some mistakes I never make again. Circle lock, no one breaking in. I gotta sit back and try to take it in. I know perseverance, what it take to win. Hard to push when the whirlpool, when the ones you love, they trying to burn you. Death coming, smell of perfume, try to make it home before the curfew. I was running late and the doors was locked and the windows too, nowhere to turn to. After all the money I done burned through, I woke up broke on a church pew with a new goal and old 45 fire in my eyes and some hunger pains. I spent my younger days just chasing fame to get burnt by the flames that money brings. Blaze trails and I torch bridges, ain't no turning back, I done moved on. Home is where the heart is, I've been heartless too long. Mama says you can't go home, you can't go home, you can't go home. Mama says you can't go home, can't go home, can't go home. I spent some time in the house of the rising sun. Mirror on the wall, I'm in fear of what I've become. Same thing I'm living for, same thing I'm dying from. Mama says you can't go home, you can't go. I spent some time in the house of the rising sun. Mirror on the wall, I'm in fear of what I've become.
When I say whoa, I mean whoa.
I want to say good day to you this day of your time. How are you all? I will take that as okay. We thank you, each and every one of you individually, all of you together collectively, for the co-creation of this interaction. Once again, each and every time your civilization interacts with our civilization in this way, It creates a link, a bridge, and a third reality in which we can, one day, interact more and more closely, more and more immediately. So we thank you for the co-creation of this new paradigm, this new reality in which we can all together learn to play. This day of your time, this transmission will begin with a discussion of imagination. Now, we have talked about imagination many times. We would like to take the concept a little bit further this day of your time. We have reminded you of the synchronicity in many of the words that exist in various languages on your planet. We understand the channel's language is English, and in this context, we point out again, as many of you are already familiar with, the synchronicity of the word imagination. Magi, nation. A nation of magicians is what you are. And you can use your imagination to create the kind of nation, the kind of world that you prefer. Imagination is an extremely powerful tool, and we will discuss in what ways this is so and how you can apply your imagination in very powerful ways to allow and to create the kinds of changes that you would prefer to represent within your lives, individually, and again, within your lives, collectively, globally. And as you thus then move out into the cosmos, into the stars, and join with us eventually, you will find imagination is going to play a very key role in your ability to do that. So let us begin. We will remind you, first of all, that we have talked about the idea that imagination is the conduit between your higher mind and your physical mind. It is the pipeline through which your higher mind communicates with you, and through which, in receiving that communication, you can then, as physical beings, as physical personalities, apply the information, the imagination that comes from higher mind, the communication, into your physical lives, to alter them, to change them in ways that are more reflective of your passion, your excitement, your joy, your preference, or not. It is up to you to use this positively or negatively. It is up to you. But imagination is the key to allow an alignment to occur. And if you are willing to use your imagination without filtering the communication from your higher mind through belief systems that contain fear, then you will find that the outcome can always be a positive one, and you can always amplify and magnify that in any direction, in any area of your lives, whatsoever, no matter what. Higher mind, again, I remind you, has the far-seeing point of view. It stands on the mountaintop. It can see all the pathways you could possibly take in life, and it guides you toward the path of least resistance, the path that is most truly you. As we have said many times, the vibration of excitement, the vibration of passion is what functions like the compass needle. It is your magnetic north to your true self. By following your passion, by following your excitement, by pointing the needle in that direction and that direction only, you will always be completely, purely, squarely on the path that is most truly you, your core, true, natural self. Your imagination is the conduit through which your higher mind can guide you in this very easily, if you allow it to be effortless, which you can. Physical mind, then, chooses in physical reality various ideas of how to apply these ideas coming from the higher mind in ways that are also pleasing to the physical being that you are, the physical personality that you are, and you learn to work in concert as a whole being, as a whole person with the higher mind. For if the physical mind thinks that it must take on the job of figuring everything out, how is this going to happen? How can I make this happen? How can I bring everything together to get this to happen? If the physical mind thinks that it must be the only one doing that job, it is going to be burdened, it is going to be weighed down, it is going to be tired. Because the physical mind is not designed to know how things will happen. The physical mind is only designed to know how things have happened. The idea is thus then to trust the higher mind, who will let you know that if the higher mind is sending you information that pushes you in the direction of your passion, and you trust that, what the higher mind is telling you is that by following your passion, the how will be taken care of, because the higher mind can see how you're going to get there, and the translation of that how through the imagination is the physical sensation of excitement, joy, passion, and love. That's how the higher mind speaks to the physical mind through the conduit of imagination, with those feelings, those vibrations, those energies, those pictures.
You're hungry. You've been working all day. Your tummy's rumbling. You need yourself some Clown Gorda. One true time is too short. Corn. Yummy. Corn in a can.
When I say whoa, I mean whoa.
I want to say good day to you this day of your time. How are you all? All right? All right, thank you. We would like to begin this transmission as we have titled it, Dare to Dream. And the idea is we know many people on your planet have dreams that they imagine can unfold in their lives. But quite often, the definitions, the beliefs that you hold on to, hold you back from really taking action on those dreams, because the definitions allow you to create all sorts of reasons why it won't work. Definitions that seem to make things more difficult than they need to be. Obstacles in your way that seem sometimes insurmountable. But a lot of that happens because of the conditions themselves that you place upon your dreams, your excitement, your passion.
Special thanks for support from Bill's Wheels in Santa Cruz.
Suggest to anyone your particular perspective. The only thing that's selfish is if you expect that they must listen. That's arrogant. You are there to give them an opportunity to see that there might be another option by being an example of it. Getting irritated means that you expect that they should, which cancels out the gift you have just given them. You have to understand that getting upset is actually completely counterproductive to what it is you're doing. It's like saying, here's a gift. Oh no, not really. Here's a gift. Oh no, not really. Stop messing with them. Give them the gift and walk away. When you give someone a gift, it's no longer any of your business what they do with it. Is it? No. Thank you. So, you're giving gifts, not ultimatums, not conditions. You're giving gifts freely. Just think how irritated we would be.
Oh, yeah.
For all the people on your planet that don't get what we're saying.
I know, I spoke to you 3 times, so I can imagine.
But you see, we don't get irritated. Because, and I know this is going to sound a little funny, it doesn't mean we don't care about you. We love you unconditionally. but we don't care whether you listen to us. I do what I do because this is who I am. This is what excites me. This is my passion. I know that because it's my passion, someone is going to listen and someone is going to get it. And that's the only one I need to care that gets it. I don't have to care whether anyone else gets it because I'm not doing it so you will get it. I'm doing it because this is who I am, and because it's who I am, and because I understand how this works, I know that some of you will get it. And that's good enough. Because the rest that don't get it aren't going to get it anyway from me. They'll get it somewhere else. And I know that too. So it's not like it has to be my job to make sure you get it. The one that will make sure eventually that you get it is called life. You'll get it eventually because you live. You exist. You'll get it. You don't have to get it now. Make sense?
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
It's another smash hit, man.
Special thanks for support from Bill's Wheels in Santa Cruz, Speakeasy Lounge, The Modesto View, One Truth Tattoo, Chris Ricky Presents, Clandestine Rabbit, Max Muscle Nutrition, Jonathan.
I saw you in a sports bra. I had to stop, bend down and pick up my jaw. Those tetas were like missiles headed right at my face. I'd love to plop one out and give that booby a taste. The ladies at my show, they always say I'm the man, but you can humble me, girl, like no one can. I have to build up the courage just to ask you out. And if you say yes, you'll make my penis sprout. Girl, like, oh, one night with you. It's all I need to myself to prove. I've had your knockers. I've had your knockers. Your knockers. Damn, she's got the best set of jogs I've ever seen. The way those cannons shake, you think I's Charlie Sheen. Girl, I'm addicted. I'm just like an addict. Your breasts would look better in some see-through fabric. Here's a trampoline, girl. Please do bounce. And when you are done, put your cans in my mouth. I like the taste of melons on a hot summer's day. No man tits, yo. Just life is not gay. I only like the ladies with the curvy features. Back in high school, I'd take them under the bleachers. I take out the titties, then I do my thing. I give them the wiener like the sausage king. I like actresses like Scarlett Johansson. I would kidnap her knockers and hold them for ransom. I'm not down with those flat-chested women. I take Christina Ricci over Nicole Kidman. She has no knockers. She has no knockers. No knockers. No knockers. I'm Sly One Girl from the Tits crew. I love big knockers, that's what it do. Amber Rose over Lady Gaga. She has no knockers, but my penis will gug her. I put my stomach between Scarjo's boobs, and after that comes Penelope Cruz. Jennifer Aniston, I caught Nick Ox. Her and Jolie can get the bullshit fucked. I do Dolly Parton, but she's way too old. With boobs like that, my dick would never go cold. Knockers are good to help a man in need, so fuck a B cup, strictly C's and D's. Those knockers. Those knockers. I love those knockers. I love knockers. Those knockers. Damn. Oh, one night with you. Oh yeah. That's all I need to myself to prove. It's not your fucking poos. It's your knockers. It's your knockers, Gav.